to the music scene, showing lots of love for the community. With great advice, I know who I should go see. So all around town radio show is where I go for the latest band info. So all around town radio
show.
For the music that comforts my soul. It's the All Around Town Radio Show. The All Around Town Radio.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the program. It's Monday. It is. It's our weekend update, and we'll be right back with you to tell you about all the people we got to see play live local music this weekend, and you can chime in, too. Coming right up, right here.
It's the Weekend Review. Top 5 are coming for you. We're speaking with the fans. Sometimes they don't show well, whatever, man. We're covering who's playing out off the open jam with the who's who of talent. Come Friday night, ready to raise some hell. With all around, you know, plan to do it well.
All right. Woo. Show. I hope we're doing all right here. God, I hope. I'm afraid to touch anything. Things are happening in the studio. Gremlins in the studio today. It's always that way on a Monday after a weekend off. Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, no live shows, and the Gremlins show up. They do. Welcome to the program, everybody. It is Monday, June. What the hell is it? The 16th. Thank you, sweet sister Mercy, for that one. And we'll cut that off right here. And let's get started, guys. Welcome, everybody. Your number one source for live local music news, bands, venues, and more. It's All Around Town Radio. Don't forget to hit the little share button this week on some of our programming and share it with your music-loving friends. We'd appreciate that a whole heck of a lot. Let's see. How'd your weekend go? Our weekend was action-packed. Action-packed. I'm going to tell you all about it here in just a minute. If you've been following our page today, you know I have blown you up with pictures from the weekend, but that's what we do. It is. I want to thank you all for sharing Thursday's show, the most important one we do of the week, and that is known as Who's Playing Out. Yeah, 5,000 views on that one this week. Thank you for that. That's all because you share it, people. It is. Looks like I've got the entire grocery store vodka crew in the house today. Jeffrey, Darren, thank you for being here. Hi, Chad. How are you, brother? Good to see you. Ed Sawicki in the house, photographer of the Rock Stars. What's going on? Let's see who else I've got here. Leslie in the house. How are you? Good to have you with us. Tim Bolden from Hall Pass Rock Band. I'm sporting their shirt. I love this color, man. This tie-dye thing is, I love it. I don't know. You guys may have originated it, but I may steal that one for some of my apparel. If we ever get our apparel back online, we're working on it, guys. I'm sorry for those of you that are hounding me about it. I'm trying. I got a lot going on. I do, and I apologize. I do, but we'll get them on there. Good to see you, Tim, and it was great to see you over the weekend. Steve Shoemaker in the house. Like I said, Grocery Store Vodka is the number one band on here right now. David Thornton, how are you? Good to see you, my friend. I heard you played with Wesley the other night, and used to be a guitar student of yours, I think. I love Wes. Good guy he is. Hi, Tracy. Tracy's the one who actually gave me this shirt, so I've got to give her big props, even though I think Tim handed it to her to give to me, but you know, I got to say that because she's like seamstress for the band. She is. Thank you, Tracy. And Miamisburg Jay in the house. He does some great videos. I caught him at the Miamisburg Moose. We're going to talk about that here in a few minutes. He was there with our friends from Half-Life. He was. Hey, Missy. Missy in the house from Finding Melissa. Good to have you with us. I'll call you Missy today instead of We Found Melissa. What's up, Steve? You doing all right? Hi, Devin Douglas. Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. And yes, Rick Hansen in the house, part of the Hall Pass Rock Band, is joining us as well here. And Rick, you got the best hair in the band, my friend. You do. That blower on it. It's just, when is Tim going to get a blower? I should rephrase that probably. You know, a fan. Yes. When's Tim going to get a fan? I'll say that out loud. How's that? And Ed would love to get a hater shirt in some color other than black. Yes. Yeah, I love this tie-dye color they're doing from the Hall Pass right now. Everybody's going to order these somewhere. You know they are because they're just so cool looking. And thank you for the shirt, guys. I love it. Yes. Devin, I miss you too. We gotta hang out sometime. Jerry Nimmersheim's in the house. He was sporting this shirt on the Saturday night. He was. Jimmy Kilroy, how are you, buddy? Scott Albrecht from Wild Frontiers. Unfortunately, they got a little rained on, had to move indoors down at Jane's on Main over the weekend. They had that big dancing in the street party that the weather kind of put a hammering on, unfortunately, on Saturday. And Tim, I must say, I'm going to tell everybody when I get to your stuff, but they need to go look at your picture I posted. Probably the best picture of you I've ever taken. I'm going to say that. Maybe. Yeah, it is a sharp shirt, isn't it? Miamisburg J, I think so too. I agree. Steve Shoemaker saying, what's up, Jerry? How are you, Jerry? All right, let's get started, guys. I'm going to start on this thing. So again, thanks for the Who's Playing Out last week. Great views, 5,000 views on the show. That's what it's all about, man, promoting live local music, and you guys did it. So thank you so much. And don't forget to follow us on all the social medias. We're on the X, the formerly known as Tweetin', and the Insta, of course, the Book of Face, and YouTube, and occasionally on the Tick of Talk. I finally figured that out on how I can get by and do some things that I was getting rejected with some of the videos I was doing. I think I figured out what I was doing wrong. So I need a TikTok specialist if anybody's willing. I need somebody to help me make some videos for TikTok on some things we're doing that are really cool about this day in music. So join us for that if you can. All right. Don't forget our weekly programming, guys, which includes our Thursday Who's Playing Out show, Wednesday with the band, and Tuesday, Hot Topic Tuesday with Karis. We got a good one for you this week. Join us tomorrow at 5 for that one. So this week in music for us, I started my gig on Wednesday night, or my weekly musical journey on Wednesday night. Name That Tune at Heather's on the patio. It was a wonderful night there. We had a great time. 36 teams and over about 275 people got us going on. So that's a good night on the patio on a Wednesday night. It is always. So great times. Thanks to everybody that plays that. We love you all. Thank you for being there. Heather calls them the Trivia Troopers, and I agree. They come out rain, snow, sleet, tornadoes, 150-degree heat. They're there. It's great. And Bob, I have a MySpace. I don't remember my password. Is it still even running? Somebody tell me. I think it went down, didn't it? But I don't even remember what the password was to get in. What's up, Glenn? Thank you for checking in and all that. Jerry and Steve, just have your conversation out there, fellas. All right. Hi, Tony from Hindsight. Thanks for dropping by. All right. I'm going to start with my week of music. Thank you to Heather's on the Wednesday night, as always. Thank you to Aaron's Popcorn for providing snackies as well that night, and all the people who came out and played. We had a great round of epic guitar intro songs. You know, had a little Ain't Talking About Love by Van Halen in there on that one. Some good stuff on that one. Hey, Rick Piper, how are you from Rockstar? Thanks for being with us on a Monday. Don't forget to hit the little share button, guys, anytime on our programming. We'd love that. And a lot of you sharing the Tuesday show with Karis. We've got some good stuff going there. If you like Joy and Judgment, you want to be here on a Tuesday. All right, Thursday night, caught a little bit of the classic jam band for ladies' night out. I want to thank Chris Cooney, for being a wonderful ambassador for that band, coming over and talking to me on the break, and he's just a great guy. And thank you, Chris, for that. I will say, I hate doing this, but I got to say it. The band's wonderful. They're a wonderful band, but they're too damn loud for that venue. I got to say it. There were people leaving the entire time saying it's too loud for us. Somebody's got to take note of that stuff. And in the other side, I was there on Saturday with Hall Pass Band. It was dialed in perfectly. The sound was perfect. So it you know, if you're running sound from the stage, sometimes it's just not going to get it. That's all I got to say. And they're a good band, and I hate that for them, but you can't empty the room's patrons out. You just can't do it. So especially if they come up and tell you it's time to turn things down a bit, maybe you should take note. Just a little bit. Take note. And again, I'm not bashing on the band. They're a wonderful band. They do a lot of Rolling Stones in one of their sets. They do a little Stones tribute thing and all that. They've been around a lot. They play a lot of Austin Landing events. I think that's part of it. They play big festivals, and they're used to cranking it. And you can't always crank it in those type of venues. So, yeah. Hi, David Thornton. He said he played Heather's on Saturday afternoon. I actually passed by there after I did a gig south of there a little bit. And you had a full house there. Good stuff, David Thornton. Nice work. I did not get in that afternoon. I had something else I had to get done, but yeah, it was good. And I'll talk about that here on my Saturday in just a minute. So, yes, Glenn saw the Groove Masters at Redmore. Thank you for that. Hi, Chris Will from Mojo Rising. Thanks for being here. And Carla, how are you? Better late than never, my dear. Thank you so much. I'm trying to look here. I got screens going everywhere with all these set lists I've got up today, so bear with me on that. But I do want to say that was my Thursday night. It was ladies' night in Springboro, an 80s party going on down there. A lot of fun happening, a lot of people out and about, and really good stuff going on that goes on in the city of Springboro. They put on a lot of events down there for real. And Miamisburg Jay said it does make a difference. I always inform the bands that, yeah, if they're off base with the sound. And, you know, some people don't take that very well, Jay, and it's too bad because I just wish they would listen to some people who are, especially those who work the venues a little bit. And it all has to do with stage volume. I'll blame it always on the stage volume. I will. And that's for another day. And I don't want to be negative today. I'm just saying, turn it down, guys. Turn it down. You're not playing for you. You're playing for the audience. Keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. Hi, Billy Sutherland. Got to see him over the weekend as well. Ed was at the Redmore with Glenn and Jill, the Groove Masters, and that was 70s and 80s disco music. That'd be fun. I missed that one. I'd like that. That was in my era. It was. Connie got to see, she got to see Gina and Johnny duo at the Hub. Great. Yes. And the Hub is a great place. My good buddy Hollywood. I'm going to see him on Thursday night. I'm going to be down for Genesis Retouched at the River's Edge on Thursday. So I'm looking forward to that one. For real, for real. Absolutely. Let me keep going, though. I've got a lot to talk about today, and I really need to crank this pace up a little bit here. So let me get to it. Let's go to Friday night. Started out my evening on Friday night. Actually started out my evening on Friday at the Eagles in Springboro, and then made it over to to Mr. Burroughs for the first part of that. And Gina says Hollywood is top notch. He is. He's wonderful. Absolutely. So on Friday, I got to see Finding Melissa. And, you know, y'all probably get tired of me talking about Finding Melissa, but I'm just going to say that one of my favorite bands. And also, I don't miss a chance to go see them because y'all know me. I'm a sucker for good vocals. And the harmonies of this group are outstanding, just simply outstanding. Melissa and Stephanie, they could be sisters. It's almost like sibling harmony. It's so good. And anytime I get a chance to go see them, I go see them. And part of that reason is not just the vocals, but also they're super nice people. And secondly, they take songs and make them their own, but make them fantastic. I can't, the blended vocal harmonies, you know, Kenny's a solid guitarist and the backbone of the band. They're just sitting there playing, and the stripped down versions of tunes from Dokken to Kiss to Lord, Miranda Lambert, all kinds of stuff in there. Yeah, Missy and Stephanie will wow you. I always take note of what the audience is doing in a room. And when they start singing, anytime the people that have never seen them before crank their heads around and just are in awe. They love the vocals out of this group. So it's just fantastic. If you have not seen them yet, you got to follow their page. I need a drink here. I didn't take my Lee Dixon vocal elixir today. I always forget. But you got to go see this band. David Thornton says he's heard nothing but great things about Finding Melissa. David, if you get a night off some night when you're not playing and they're playing around, you should go see them. You'll be wowed by the vocals in this group. And Kenny, like I said, he's a solid guitar player. They just have a good time, and they play some really good tunes. And like I said, stripping down some versions of stuff like, I Was Made for Loving You by Kiss. Dokken in there several times, like I said, just really, really fun. And you need to check them out. Finding Melissa. Follow them on the Book of Face. Now, Melissa and Ken also play in a band known as the Contenders, and they're a little edgier rock side. And Melissa's vocals are really prevalent in that band. And then Stephanie is with White Knuckle Weekend as well. So you want to check that out. And Stephanie had just popped on here and said she'd like to see you, David, too. You got to go see David Thornton. There's a guy who does the solo thing exactly the way it's supposed to be. What's up, John Campbell? Thank you for joining us today. Leadfoot in the house. So, yeah, I got a chance to see about I don't know. I was there, I think about an hour and 15 minutes or so for their first set. And really, really great stuff. And let me see, I didn't get their set list that night. I did not. But I told you some of the songs that they play. And a really nice crowd at Mr. Burroughs Tavern for them. Nice people. They were all talking about how good this group was. Had some friends that I popped in and didn't know that were there. And they were telling me just how wowed they were by this band. So you need to check them out. Check them out for sure. And like I said, anytime they're out there, I'm going to go see them. So if you get sick of hearing me talk about them, just mute this part of the show. But I wish you wouldn't. I do. Thanks, Missy. Yeah, Glenn. Thanks for telling me about that. I think you told me about that a long time ago, and I forgot that completely. Yes. And I saw you and Dewey and a bunch of people were up there in Tip City. Miss Ann Coleman showing her talents up there for real. With Barracuda, a tribute to Heart. Yes, and Carla said Sweet Sister Mercy was killing it at Drew's and great atmosphere. Thank you. Hi, Leah from Sugar Rock. Thank you for joining us today. So thank you to, big thanks go out to Finding Melissa. I got to keep moving. Then on Friday night, part two, I got to see our friends from Half-Life at the Miamisburg Moose. Now, it's funny. I left Mr. Burroughs, buzzed to the Moose about 10 minutes away. And got there. They were just doing their drawing. The Moose has a big drawing on Friday nights and some other nights throughout the week. But this one just happened to be way up there in dollar amount, I'll say. So it drew a lot of people. And sometimes this happens. And it's one of those things that just will drive you crazy. But the band gets started. They start at 8. The drawing's around 9:15. And they're testing out a new system to do the drawings and all that there. So there was a little delay in it. And then comes the drawing, and all these people get drawn that were not registered on the books. You go in there, you pay a few bucks, and you get registered for the Friday book, as it's called, or the Friday drawing. And it made it, and they're given like 5 minutes between these drawings. Then it gets a little quicker, but 15 rounds of that drawings of non-registered till they got somebody that was registered. So the band gets whacked for an hour because the everybody's there for the drawing. All the announcements are going on. So the band has to stop playing. That is, yeah, we're not allowed to give the numbers, Shane. That's not legal, but just so you know. Yeah, big money getting given away out there. And so what happens is, interestingly enough, the band gets an hour break. So as Mr. DeMoss kind of described, it's like starting over. It's like starting from scratch. You get things warmed up, you get it cranking, and then all of a sudden you get an hour break. Nobody would take an hour break, so that's interesting. But let me tell you about Half-Life. Absolute rock and roll perfection. All right. Rock perfection. On their website, it says they're rocking like it's 1995, and they are. If you like alt rock tunes and all that from the 90s, you're going to love this band. Miamisburg Jay was there to take video, and he had no idea about this band. And he was like, wow, this is a great band. And it's not the kind of band you're used to seeing at the Moose, honestly. And the Moose took a good chance on Half-Life, and they really killed it and did a great job. Jay said 100% they were top notch. And Jay was dancing the night away. He said it was a fabulous evening. And yeah, the drawings suck when they take that long, Jay. They really do. And hi, Kevin. We'll talk about Kevin Cooper here in a little bit. But, what I can say is absolute rock perfection. Leading the band is Shane DeMoss. And if you've never heard Shane sing, a distinctive vocal that are just, his vocals are a perfect match for any of those 90s front guys that you're covering. He is so into the 90s rock scene, and he the persona on stage, everything is just perfect. On guitar, Dave McCarty and Jay Grant, two supremely good guitar players. And if you know, Dave's played all over the place. Jay plays with Uncle Rico. Dave plays with Crying Out Loud. And gosh, the Iron Maiden project with Aaron Thomas, all those. And Dave is just a stellar player as well. Then, you've got the backbone of the band, Charlie Reich on bass, and you've got Niles Johns, who plays with Crying Out Loud as well, slamming the skins. And this band is so well-rounded and so perfect. It's just, wow. All I can say is, wow. It's that cool. And they have huge talent in this band, as Stephanie just said. And one thing everybody, people come into it. I've heard people say, and I've even said it, it's like, that wasn't my style of music, because in the 90s, I owned a dance club. I was an owner in a dance club and a DJ there. So I was playing dance music in the night. I mean, I knew more about MC Hammer and EPMD and all those people back in those days. And I didn't really listen to that 90s alt rock stuff. And I want to thank, first of all, Shane DeMoss for introducing me and making me become a huge Foo Fighters fan. Let me get to some of their set list here if I can, and just tell you, if you haven't seen Half-Life, check this out. All right, let me see. I'm just going to throw you a few songs out of here. Oh gosh, My Hero is in there. Longview, All Over You, All My Life, Lithium, We Die Young, What If, Monkey Wrench is in there. Gosh, I'm just basically skipping through and grabbing a few of them here. My Sacrifice, Step Into the Light, Dead and Bloated, Possum Kingdom, Welcome to Paradise, In Bloom, Wicked Garden, Are You Gonna Go My Way, Lenny Kravitz, yeah. Rear View Mirror, that's just to name a few. Okay. Just amazing set list from the 90s. Scars is in there too. Low. Wow. I'm just thinking of some of the other ones here. I'm trying to look at the list a little bit that y'all would relate to. But yeah, and Gina says great set list. Yeah, if you're into that era of music, and I've kind of become a fan of it since I started watching these guys and checking them out a little bit more. I also have some friends who are really into that at Name That Tune, who helped grade, and John and Sharman, they love that style of music. So, it's growing on me. It's growing on me. And I love the style of Shane DeMoss on stage. I've loved him with Until Rust. You know, he does some solo stuff as well. And he likes to kind of collaborate with a lot of artists too. And I love that. And Toy says Half-Life Smoke's super talented band. Saw them when they opened for Ace Frehley. There you go. And Gina said, heard him at the Bell at the Jam, and he was killing it. He's got a great voice, Shane does. But the backing band there, and I shouldn't say backing because they're all stars in their own right. Yeah, it's good. It's really good. And yeah, is that birthday bash coming up this weekend, I think? Is the Shane DeMoss birthday bash this weekend at Heather's? I don't know for sure. I'll get that on my Thursday list. But Ed says Shane is a beast, great voice with a great band. Yes. And you're right, Mike. Great guys as well. Just super individuals. And we love seeing them play. I love seeing them play. And so that's just a little tidbit of their set list there for y'all. And it is Saturday night at Heather's. Okay, Shane DeMoss's birthday party, Half-Life playing Heather's on the patio. So, and this is one that if you're one of those people that are, I don't like loud music, don't go. Don't go and be a bitcher because this is a rock show. And rock shows are loud. Leave that on the table right there. You know, it's not something that'll play there on a Thursday night. Like I was saying earlier, Thursday nights are made for people to drink wine and wine tasting and have fun on the patio and talk and all those things. So it's a rock show. So be prepared on Saturday to have your faces melted by Half-Life. It's going to happen. So that's where that's going to be. So thank you to the Moose, as always, for being good hosts. Great stage at the Moose. Great stage. And man, the production that Half-Life had that night, the sound was perfect. I've never heard them sound that clean ever. I mean, the sound was CD quality perfect. And the light show was amazing as well. So wonderful stuff. Thank you to our friends from Half-Life. All right, I got to keep moving. I'm running long, aren't I? Hi, everybody. Welcome to the program. So let's go to, thank you, David Thornton. Well, you know, I love music, man. And I will certainly say at this point in my life, music is the one thing that keeps me running. It does. And music it's good for the soul. I don't care what style it is. And I'll go hear a country band tomorrow night and I'll hear a rock band the next night. And I love every bit of it. And from reggae to you name it, I can dig it. So thank you. Music soothes the soul. And then there's Gina McCann, who takes me to church every time I hear her sing. Right, Gina? Love you, Gina. What a voice. What a voice. Absolutely. Dave, thank you, man. It was great to see you guys on Friday night. I hate that you got that hour delay on the thing, but, you know, people stayed. They rocked. They had fun. Everybody in the audience I talked to was just like, wow. And it was a cool twist for the Moose because it's not often you have a band that plays that style of music there. And I think people dug it. They did. They were into it for sure. And what's Bill got to say here? Hi, Bill. Here's all Bill's schedule. I'm not going to read it because I'm running late right now, but that's it. And I will get to it here. I'm looking at all these comments and we'll get them up. Thank you, Gina. I love you back too. Stephanie said they all kill it. Yeah. Sweet Sister Mercy, Carla was saying, did a great job. I love those guys. They're the ones that did our theme song, and they were nice enough to cut that in the studio for me. And they're just super good guys too. We've got a great music community, people. Remember that. It's probably one of the best ones in the nation. The Cincinnati Dayton market is just amazing. It is. All right, Saturday started out at Heather's on the patio with the Hall Pass Rock Band. No relation. They stole my name, bastards. No, it's actually Doug Hall who's in the band. My brother from another mother, Tim Bolden, and gosh, let me get my notes. Where are my notes here? Hall Pass Rock Band. Yes, Rick on guitar and some vocals there. Hey, Tim, if you're out there, throw I've looked at my notes. I've lost the drummer's name and I've lost I've lost the drummer and the keyboard player's name, and it's slipping my head right now. And thank you, Glenn. Stranger Band. Stranger's a great band too, Glenn. Thank you. I love those guys. They're great friends of mine and have been for 30 years. They've been in that band. Let's talk about Hall Pass Rock Band for a minute. So, you guys familiar with Hall Pass Rock Band? They're a party band. They have a lot of fun. Wes Jones on drums. Thank you for that, Rick. I appreciate that. And we'll get the keyboard player's name here in just a minute. Yes. Sorry, Carla. Did I say bastards? I did, didn't I? Yes. Wes Jones on drums. Thank you, Doug. Doug Hall is here from Hall Pass Rock Band. He's the one that stole my name. Damn it. All right. Ken Morrow on keys. Solid band here, folks. And let me tell you, Heather's was packed that night with people ready to party. And then came Mother Nature, who decided to monsoon about midway through the first set, which brought all the people from the little tables with the patio umbrellas outside into the tents. The tents hold about 200, 250 people, so you can get a lot of people in there. But wow, it was happening. We were at table 17. We got shouted out by Doug. Thank you for table 17. I even posted a picture of table 17. But we had a great time there. My friends John and Sharman, my friends Joyce and Patrick O'Neill, who were there sitting at the table. We just had a ball listening to you guys play. And I want to say they kicked it off with Billy Joel, a little You May Be Right, Hurts So Good, the Authority song, Just What I Needed, a little Cars music for you there. And I got to move my prompter over a little bit here so I can read this set list. And then Let's Go by the Cars, back-to-back Cars. And I Melt With You was in there. A little fun music for you as we went there. The Breakup Song, if you know that, Greg Kinn, 3 a.m. The Boys Are Back in Town, Hard to Handle, Hey Jealousy, Bad Case of Lovin' You. Yes, what's the rest of it here? Kryptonite, Plush, Santa Monica, Short Skirt, Breaking the Chains, Mr. Brightside, My Own Worst Enemy, Surrender, All the Small Things. That's just the first couple sets. Dancing with Myself. Doug, did you get my picture I sent you from that? There was this elderly lady in the audience, and she was facing me, like away from the band, and she was just dead asleep. Right in the middle of Dancing with Myself. She was, in fact, I was a little worried for a minute till I saw her move, to be honest with you. She was snoozing good right through that set. So I sent Doug a picture of it, and I said, this is what the excitement was for your Billy Idol. Yes, it was pretty funny. Don't Change. Don't You Forget About Me. I Ran. I Will Follow. Oh, gosh. Alive. Let's see. There's more. But wait, there's more. I'm trying to read this, guys. My eyes don't work very well here. The Middle, Jimmy Eats World. Gosh. Once Bitten, Twice Shy. Run Like Hell. Dirty White Boy. Flagpole Sitta. Fat Bottom Girls. Higher, and Shine from the Hall Pass Rock Band. How about that for a set list? I didn't know if you got that or not, Doug, but I just thought it was humorous. You know, you guys are rocking it. The place is dancing like crazy. And Jerry said they had him dancing all night. They did. And Jerry was sitting at our table for a bit too. He likes to work the room. Jerry's a social butterfly and Mr. Positive. So I give him props as well for working the room. Hi, Kathy Stewart. It was great to see you at the Half-Life show. Yes, the old son-in-law there singing his butt off. Let's see what else we got. Yes, there are 2 Doug Halls in the music community. There are. And David Thornton, maybe she was hammered drunk. She could have been. I don't know. Dewey said, great set list. Dewey, come out sometime and see him with me, man. I think you'd love him. You would. We'd have a good time watching that band because you dig all that music, I know. For real. And not like crazy. What a rockin' set list. Yeah, it is. It's a great set list. And really good guys as well. So thank you to the Hall Pass Rock Band. I got to hurry though, and get to this. Grocery Store Vodka at Mr. Burroughs was my next stop on a Saturday night. The boys were playing. I was late getting there. I apologize, but I was so wrapped up in my friends from Hall Pass Band, and I don't get to see them as much as I see Grocery Store Vodka. So I did get in for the last little bit of a set there and give you some of the songs that Grocery Store Vodka was doing. Dirty Deeds, Sanctuary, Sharp Dressed Man, Crazy Train. What else we got here? Is there more? Yes. Mas Tequila, All Right Now by Free, Whole Lot of Love, You Give Love a Bad Name, Rebel Yell, Rock and Roll All Night. Yes. Let's see what else I got. And then Hell's Bells, We're Not Gonna Take It, Whole Lot of Rosie. Whiskey in a Jar, Get It On. Give Me All Your Lovin', Raise 'Em High, Superstition, Hurt So Good, Summer of 69, You Really Got Me. That's Grocery Store Vodka, just to name a few that I got to see on Saturday night at the wonderful, 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 wonderful Mr. Burroughs Tavern as well. So, yeah, great stuff. We got pictures up of all the events. Then I've got to go to Sunday, and then I've got to end the show. But thank you to the boys from Grocery Store Vodka. They always, guys, and I appreciate it. You don't ever have to give me a shout out when I come in the room, but many of you do. And thank you so much for that, for promoting our platform here. You wouldn't believe how many people appreciate you, like Shane DeMoss wearing our shirt on stage and all those things. And you guys that give us a shout out and talk about our platform, because it really does help keep people engaged in the local music community. So thank you so much for that. For real. Sunday, Father's Day in between stuff there for a lot of people. Sunday Fun Day. Benny Bodine on the patio at Heather's. Benny Bodine and his smooth crooner skills, doing his thing, did a great job. Always love Benny Bodine. Good guy. You'll see the pics there as well. And you can check that out on our page. And if you haven't seen any of these bands we're talking about, please follow them. I posted the ones that have been on our Wednesday show recently. If you can give them a like and a follow, that'd be great. But anybody we talk about here, especially solo artists like David Thornton, Benny Bodine, they live and die by their social media and people knowing where they're playing and all that. So Benny Bodine plays a lot around town, everywhere. As a solo artist, he has a band called Next to Nowhere. He's a primo artist, man. He's so good and much fun. And then I bumped up the road after seeing Benny and having one of Heather's old fashions on the patio, bumped up the road to Mr. Burroughs and caught the last set of our friends from Eyes Up Here, which is a scaled down version of the Hanky Panks. Eyes Up Here, who plays requests, if you can believe that. They hand out slips and pencils in the audience, and you can write down your request, and they play them. And Kevin Cooper, Brian Cafferty were there at Mr. Burroughs. Brian, I don't think still knows my name. No, I'm just kidding. But it's always great to see them play. And when I walked in the back door there at Mr. Burroughs, there's a table of people who are there all the time. And they said to me, we love this band. And they really do. They love that band Eyes Up Here. And Mike Roberts wasn't with them that day, but normally he's on the box playing the cajon. And there's a variety of music now, let me tell you. And any band that's got the cojones to take requests is good in my book, because that can be Russian roulette for a musician. And, there's some things they just can't do, but many of them that they do give it a try, and they do a good job of it. Brian with his theatrical stuff on stage, and Kevin's so quick-witted as well on the microphone. They're just a great crowd interactive band. Had people singing along, Sweet Caroline, they were singing that one, everything else in the place. So really a good time. I wish Benny would have had a bigger crowd at Heather's, but it was Father's Day. And yeah, so there it was. And what'd Kevin say? Ann Coleman won the Mike Roberts availability contest yesterday. I got you on that, for real. And Gina says they know so much music. Yeah, they do. And, Yeah, it takes a lot of guts to do requests. It does. And that's part of their shtick, man. It's good. It's a lot of fun. So what a weekend of music I had. I hope you had one too. There's a post on our page. If you haven't yet, go post who you got to see this week in live local music. And please mention the venue as well. And tag them in it if you can. Let them know you're talking about them, because these venues, again, live and die by the social media today, and it's tough. It's a tough go. And if you looked at our list from Thursday, you know this weekend there was so much happening, so many choices, and I couldn't get everywhere. And don't send me messages and bitch because you always go to Heather's or you always go to Burroughs. I always say it, 5 minutes from the house, I can see a ton of music. And I did branch out to the Moose this week, 10 minutes from the house. But I can see a ton of music every weekend. And they've, it's not like the same band plays there every weekend. So really a lot of fun. So thank you. And I will be getting out, though, Thursday. I'm going to be down at River's Edge. If you're going down to River's Edge Thursday night for the Genesis Retouch show, say, hey, I'll be down there. And I'd love to see you and all that. Jake Davis, been a while since I've seen you play, my friend. Hope you're doing well. That is Jake Hambone Davis. He's wonderful. Gina says, always tag. Yes, it helps the pages too. It does. And honestly, the more engagement you get like that and the more tags, it's like on this, sometimes I'll post stuff and I get no likes. And it's like, please, people, just hit that like button or something, because the more it does, then more people see it. The algorithms send it out. And that's what's important, is we're trying to promote live local music here. So thank you all for that. And I will try to like your posts too, as I got called out on a week or so ago. I will try to like your posts more often. I will. And Gene, I hope to see you Thursday as well, if you're there, for sure. Carla, thank you so much. Guys, thanks so much for being here. Dewey, thank you for being here. I'll see you Thursday night. That's great. Wonderful. We'll have a good time Thursday night. Rain or shine, I hope. Just let's make it happen down there at River's Edge for our friend Jim Cuesta, Adam Wheeler and company in the Genesis Retouched. If you like the Phil Collins era of Genesis, this band is spot on. You're going to want to see them, and they're going to be touring all over the country. Trust me when I say that. And yes, Jim Kilroy says, love all the Kevin Cooper band variations. Yes. Kevin's a stellar performer. Thank you, guys. We'll be back tomorrow live at 5 with Karis and Scott right here. And Hot Topic Tuesday. A little joy and judgment. I'll post the topic in the morning. Join me then. But thanks for watching today. Thanks to Hall Pass Rock Band for the shirt. I appreciate that always. And we'll see you then. Don't forget, get out and support live local music and the bands and venues that bring it to you, everybody. Here's Sweet Sister Mercy taking us out. Bye-bye.
Working for the weekend, and I want to see a show. I flip on the book of face. Yeah, I know where to go. There's a man over there into the music scene, showing lots of love for the community. With great advice, I know who I should go see. So all around town radio show is where I go for the latest band info. So all around town radio show for the music that comforts my soul. It's the All Around Town Radio Show. The All Around Town Radio. It's the Weekend Review. Top 5 are coming for you. Speaking with the fans, sometimes they don't show well. Whatever, man. We're coming, who's playing out off the open jam with the Who's Who of Talent. Come Friday night, radio